Liminality. The term liminality derives from the word limen, meaning threshold. This word is particularly used in psychology to indicate the threshold between the sensate and the subliminal, the limit below which a certain sensation ceases to be perceptible. The sense of the liminal as an interstitial or in between space, a threshold area, distinguishes the term from the more definite word limit to which it is related. Liminality indicates spaces and conditions of transition in between spaces where identities are not fully formed. In postcolonial theory, liminality corresponds to the in between space in which cultural change may occur, the transcultural space in which strategies for personal or communal selfhood may be elaborated, a region in which there is a continual process of movement and interchange between different states. For instance, the colonized subject may dwell in the liminal space between colonial discourse and the assumption of a new non colonial identity. But such identification is never simply a movement from one identity to another. It is a constant process of engagement, contestation, and appropriation. Homi Bhabha quotes the art historian Rene Green's characterization of a stairwell as a liminal space, a pathway between upper and lower areas, each of which was annotated with plaques referring to blackness and whiteness, to indicate how the liminal can become a space of symbolic interaction. That is, the stairwell, the liminal, prevents identities from polarizing between such arbitrary designations as upper and lower, black and white. In a sense, one could say that postcolonial discourse itself consistently inhabits this liminal space, for the polarities of imperial rhetoric on one hand and national or racial characterization on the other are continually questioned and problematized. For Baba, the liminal is important because liminality and hybridity go hand in hand. This interstitial passage between fixed identifications opens up the possibility of a cultural hybridity that entertains difference without an assumed or imposed hierarchy. Liminality, a space where the colonized is seeking to escape the identity of the colonial subject and move toward the identity of the white man, but has not yet acquired the white man's state or status. Liminal is a term used to capture the uncertainty, instability, and disorder of this space as well. For Baba, the liminal is what resists the hierarchy, upsets the social order. Identity here is not fully formed and hence is not categorizable. It alters the prefixed identities and opens the space up for new ones. Liminal characters are those who cross borders, whose location is not in this or that space, but in the zones and passages of transition between such spaces. Baba further employs liminality to show that postmodernity, postcoloniality, postfeminism are meaningless if the post simply means after. Each of these represents a liminal space of contestation and change at the edges of the presumed monolithic but never completely beyond. The present can no longer be envisaged as a break or a bonding with the past or future. Our presence comes to be revealed in its discontinuities, its inequalities, its minorities.